So something I've been thinking about a lot lately is how to manage stress and uncomfortable situations. Life has the tendency to throw stressful, uncomfortable, anxiety-inducing situations at us and problems when they're least convenient. The best way I found of sort of dealing with these uncomfortable, stressful situations is to deal with them simply 1 second at a time. What's happening when a stressful or uncomfortable situation is happening is that your brain is trying to process every permutation of what's going on, what it means for you, how it's going to affect your life, why it's the end of the world. It's trying to process all of these things all at once. And the trend here is that typically we are very often stressed out and anxious over things that are to come in the future, when all we really have right now is the second that is in front of us right now that we are experiencing. When you're super stressed out like this, what's happening is that your brain is trying to process an entire interaction or some future interaction or thing that may not even end up occurring. Is the funny thing is that all we ever have is this 1 second right here, right now in front of you. The universe could collapse into itself in the next second. We have no control over outside circumstances or the things that happen to us. All we can control is how we react in the face of these circumstances. Pain, stress, suffering, these are all unavoidable facets of life. There is no shortage of them. Everybody's gonna encounter them and have to deal with them regardless of wealth, status, etc. The only choice we have in the face of this unavoidable suffering is to dive into the pain, dive into the suffering headfirst and voluntarily, because when you choose to do so willingly, you are taking the little control that you have over any situation and the control we have over life. And that is what allows us to have freedom, to feel free. The idea and the understanding that knowing that no matter what life throws our way, we are in control of how we respond to it and what it means for us. And what I challenge you to do is, in the face of these struggles, of this suffering, these stressful and uncomfortable situations, is to really ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be? And what would the best version of myself do right now in this situation? And then do that thing. Choosing to face your problems head on is about the only choice we ever have. And do you want to be the type of person who willingly and voluntarily, courageously walks into the pain that life has to offer head first? Or do you want to be the type of person who lets this pain eat at them? This is the choice we are inevitably faced with every single day. And I challenge you to have the strength and the courage to make the right choice when you're put in this position. Because regardless, you, me, all of us must confront pain in our life. Without the courage to make this choice, you will never be able to live a productive life or live a fulfilling life that is meaningful to you. Oftentimes, I find that it's really easy to create a negative feedback loop wherein you choose not to do the courageous thing, you choose not to do the right thing, and instead you choose victimhood and you choose to let your problems consume you. And what this does is it creates a negative feedback loop and a perpetuating cycle that leads you to being unhappy, being emotionally unproductive and unfulfilled, and creating these really negative habits that can bog you down. Basically, what I'm getting at is that this concept is nothing new. It's exactly like the serenity prayer. It is our job as humans, as people, to identify the things in our life that we can control and the things we can't control. And when faced with the things and the unavoidably hard tasks that we can't control, all we can control is how we react to them and how we choose to let them affect our lives.